What's up, family? It is your boy, Coach Coide, and we're here for the very first episode of the Hello Love podcast. And my special guest tonight is none other than the guy that everybody always saying, like, who cut your hair? Who did that, man? Who gave you that fresh cut? My barber, the best barber in town, man. I was about to say DJ, man. You do that too?
Yeah, a lot of old school call me DJ.
So, yeah. I was in the spirit then,
yeah,
huh?
DJ. So it must be the old spirit. Bro. How y'all doing? I'm Brian Johnson, a.k.a. BJ the Barber, a.k.a. Chopping Blades, owner and operator of Kingz of Kutz Barbershop, located in Conyers, Georgia. Y'all need that fresh cut, good atmosphere, that good energy, safe environment, clean environment. Y'all pull up. We the best in the business. It's Conyers' best kept secret. Yeah.
It is. It definitely is, y'all. So come on out to C-Town, man.
Yeah, C-Town.
Show us some love, man. You got the best barbers. We about to get the best food out there, you know what I'm saying? Right. We working on that.
We working on that right now. The restaurant they just opened up next door.
Oh yeah, they good, man. Y'all gotta go check them out.
Yeah, y'all need to check out Conyers Restaurant, Bar and Grill, Rockdale Square. They jumping. So Conyers growing.
It is, man.
Conyers really growing.
And y'all gotta come out there and get your cut, man.
Y'all got to come out there and get the cut. Fresh fade. I'm from Louisiana, so we known for having Louisiana barbers. They known for having the best fades, the best blends. Yeah.
He gonna give you a good fade, man.
Right.
He gonna give you a good fade.
And God done blessed me with 2 other barbers.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to CJ, Urban Champ. Shout out to Big Will, Will Sliced, youngsters, they coming up and coming.
And that's what I love about you, man. Like, you definitely training these young guys how to come up and be the best that they can be. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about the whole environment of the shop.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, when I came, I don't think the guys were there at first.
Right.
But you could see the growth in the shop.
So when you came, it was just me and them?
It was just you.
And the tattoo artist.
I don't think the tattoo artist was there yet. He might have been there, but he wasn't there as much.
Yeah, he probably wasn't there as much. But yeah, that's crazy.
That's how long it been. I think that was what? That might have been 2023?
2023. That was 23. Or 23. What we in 25 right now? It might was the beginning of 24. Might was the beginning of 24. Because
no, I think it was 23 because I was 23? Still at my old church.
All right. Okay. 23.
It was 23.
Well, that time be rolling, don't it?
Don't it, man?
Man, that time be rolling, bro. And it was just me and them, man.
Yeah.
And so when I be sitting back looking at how it is now and how the growth, it's like been growing every year. You know what I'm saying?
Every year.
I try to grow every day.
Yes, sir.
Every day I try to grow. Every day I come in the shop, I'm going to speak some type of affirmation. Good morning, successful barbershop. You feel me? That's right. Hey, man, Coide, every time I open that door, I say, good morning, successful barbershop.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, successful barbershop. Good morning, prosperity. Good morning, progress. And it's just been slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And so I got 2, 3, it's 3 barbers, a tattoo artist, and a braider now.
Okay, see, I hadn't met the braider.
Yeah, and it was just me at one time.
Yeah, and I remember
first, but it was actually it was 2. Because when I moved down here in 21, 22, and part of the story is, and my testimony is, me and my ex-wife was looking for me a barber shop to open up.
Okay.
So we shopping. We spot shopping. From plaza to plaza, from Conyers to Stonecrest to Salem Road. You feel me? Every plaza we go to, there's a barbershop in it. You feel me? So one day we coming out of Mellow Mushroom. Shout out to Mellow Mushroom, right?
Oh
there,
yeah, look, I taste that salad, that chicken salad for the first time, boy. Like they can't. My job sponsored us one day. I don't want no salad nowhere else, man.
Man, shout out to Mellow Mushroom.
I don't want no salad nowhere else.
We coming out of there one night, and it's a plaza in the back. That's where we located, in the back of Mellow Mushroom. And so I see the plaza back there, and I see it's empty spots. So the next couple of days, I go back there, and I come across this barbershop that was already in operation. Called a number. Shout out to Keith, that's who gave me my opportunity, OG Keith Miller. You know, he's the originator. He's the original King of Kutz. You know?
Okay.
Gave him my opportunity. You feel me? I told him what was going on. I'm back and forth from Louisiana to Georgia because I'm on parole. So I take permitted trips. I get permitted trips to come to Georgia.
Okay.
Right? I meet him. You know, first time we meet is effortless conversation. You know what I'm saying? We jam up, had like an hour conversation. You know, I eventually get a key to the shop. So I'm renting a spot out now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he not always there. So anytime I'm in Georgia, when I travel here, I go to the shop 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. No motion, nothing going on because the plaza is a low, well, it was a low traffic plaza.
Yeah, it definitely was.
It was dead. You know what I'm saying? You got probably like 4 businesses open in those spaces. So it was dead, you know. It wasn't a major store there like prior to. It was a Publix over there. You know, so it was probably more motion there when Publix was there because Publix was the main attraction. And so it was no action going on, you know. So he was just there in there by himself. Just barely hanging on. You know what I'm saying? About to die. I think I actually, I ain't gonna say I know I resuscitated the shop.
Gave it some life.
Gave it a lot of life. He eventually come to me and asked me, do I want a partner for the shop? Okay. So I went from being a booth renter. 6 months later, I bought into the shop. Gave him all I had.
6 months.
In 6 months. This is like from September 7th. That's when I was released from prison, which was a whole nother conversation.
And we got time to jump into that too.
That's part of the testimony. You know what I'm saying? I came home after doing 16 years, September 7th, 2021. And here it is, July 12th of 2022. I'm buying into a barbershop.
Yeah. In
Atlanta Metro. I'm just a country boy from Louisiana, from Shreveport, Louisiana. Shout out to Shreveport, you know. 318, you know, representative. Now here I am in Atlanta 6 months later buying into a barbershop. You feel me? But before I was buying into that barbershop.
So let me ask you this. So was being a barber always the end goal for you? Was that the whole chase, or did you just kind of just fall into?
Man, somebody asked me the other day, what would I be doing if I wasn't cutting hair? I said cutting hair.
Okay.
You feel me? What would you be doing if you wasn't a barber? Being a barber. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So this was a gift. And then I learned in school. I went to school to get certified and to pick up other tools and traits and trades and techniques, you know, to hone my craft. But being a barber come from my mother. It was a gift from God for real.
Right.
But my mother used to drop me and my 2 brothers off at the barbershop when we was younger. And you know, then the barbershop, you know, it's a black cornerstone for the community. You know, it's a safe haven. So my mother would come in and she would drop her sons off. She wouldn't just drop us off, but she was a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? And she's single, raising 3 boys, so she'll drop it off and she coming to the shop, the other barbers own her. You know what I'm saying? They know she's single because she bringing her sons to the barbershop too much. You know what I'm saying? Daddy ain't bringing them there. Ain't no man bringing them there. So if a woman bringing her son to the barbershop too much, you already know she's single.
Yeah.
So she impressing them. You know, she going with her move, hitting them with the finesse game.
Right. So
they became babysitters for her 3 boys. She'll drop us off at the shop, be gone a few hours, going to handle her business. But while we run around the shop, what would catch my attention was the barbers. Certain things they did with the clippers. You know what I'm saying? That would captivate me. Like when I cut your hair and I make that first bald line, when I start cutting the hair, that bald line would captivate me. That would stop. So whatever I be doing, I would just stop and look at that barber making that bald line to make that hair disappear at 6 and 7 years old. That captivated me. It didn't have the same effect on my youngest brother or my oldest brother.
Got you.
That's the beauty of individuality.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That's when that gift set in. But it got me. You know what I'm saying? So sitting in the chair, I just used to love the feel of some clippers called 76ers. They burgundy. They got a motor on them that breathe on you. You feel me? Used to love the sound of it. The razor line, and when they put the razor on, you used to love how that feels. So I used to go home and take a business card, you know what I'm saying, or some cardboard, and sit my little brother down and act like I'm cutting his hair, right? So probably about 7 years old, my mother had bought some clippers, and she used to cut our hair when times got kind of hard. She couldn't afford taking us to the barbershop at times, so she'd cut our hair herself. I hated that shit. She used to cut our hair all the way bald. I'm talking about low as hell with no line up.
You had to go to school like that.
Then I got big ears when I'm little, so the kids used to be blowing on me. And so she gone, she got the babysitter there, so I'm going through her stuff. You feel me? That's what young boys do. They go through their mama's stuff for some reason, going through her purses and all in the bathroom.
That's true,
she ain't there, you heard me? So I found the clippers. She had some teddy bears on her bed. When she make her bed up, she put little Care Bears. That's back in there, little Cabbage Patch dolls.
You started lining the bears up.
I got me a bear. Did the clippers to it. Hit it.
Yeah.
Tore it up. You heard me? Hit it. She noticed one of her bears missing. She found it. You heard me? Told me up. It went from that. I did that like twice. You heard me? So she probably figured he would be a barber or something. But she don't know then.
Right.
So when I'm in 4th grade, my little brother in 3rd grade, yearbook pictures the next day. You feel? We got to take yearbook pictures the next day. And mama not paying for no haircut for no yearbook picture. You could remember mama only paying for spring pictures.
That's it, right.
You feel me?
Right.
You got the tie on, little button down, the background.
Right.
Might be a library background or something. And so I coerced my little brother. Like, piece him up. Say, bro, I know you're trying to get right for the yearbook pictures. Let me cut your hair, bro. He, no. He in 3rd grade. I'm in 4th grade, so I'm like 9 years old. Man, come on, man, let me cut your hair, bro. I give you my He-Man, or I give you my G.I. Joe toy or something, you know what I'm saying? So we come in my mama's bathroom. I ain't even sit him down. I stand him up in the bathroom. I got them clippers. The clippers ain't even got no adjustable. It's not adjustable. It's just some blades.
Just a blade.
Man, I hit that boy hair. Bald spot instantly. He started crying, wailing, bawling. Finished him off. Worst haircut of my life, but I tried though. He was crying. And so he had a sideways mohawk. It was line way back here.
Mama had to take to the barbershop then.
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't, bro. That, man?
No, she didn't, bro. Mama came home, told him up for allowing me to do it, then sent him to school with the same haircut. He in the yearbook picture with that haircut.
To this day, man.
To this day. I got the picture in my phone. You feel me? It's a yearbook picture. And it was my first haircut. And so it went from that to 8th grade. Now in 8th grade, I'm a little better now. And so I'm cutting hair in the bathroom at lunchtime for like $5 a head. So I ain't making them probably about $5 because it take me probably about 2 hours to cut somebody's hair in 8th grade. So went from that to, man, I've been doing this for so long, bro.
So it's always been in you.
Yeah, it's always been in me. And I didn't realize that it was a gift until I went to prison. You understand what I'm saying? When I found out who I was. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, because when you're in prison, you're by yourself. You know, the biggest lesson that you learning when you're in prison, when you by yourself, when you all alone, your biggest lesson that you learn, the biggest textbook, the biggest college course that you learning is on self.
That's true.
You feel me? You learn a lot. You learn everything about yourself. Only if you allow yourself to.
Right.
Understand? Because there's so much distractions going on in prison. You can choose to indulge in what's going on the left, what's going on the right. You feel me? You can just focus on you. Understand? The only way to do that is with God. You know what I'm saying? And I cut hair all through prison. You feel me? Yeah, all through prison. I kept some Even when I didn't have clippers, we had a razor and a comb. Still couldn't have. Yeah, so that's when I learned out. I learned about who I am and this gift God gave. God, why you gave me this gift to cut hair? You know what I'm saying? And so with that gift, you attract people. Barbers attract people, especially when you're a good barber. You attract people. Just like a man of God, you attract people. People don't even understand that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's
you
true.
got that good energy. That energy be God energy. Be that positive energy. It'll attract people. You know what I'm saying? It retracts negative people, but it attracts and draw in people of that same energy, that same tribe.
Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say. You know, a lot of times you kind of got to go with the flow, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Sometimes they go like, you also got to understand when you got that positive energy,
right?
When you got that gift, you always gonna have somebody that's gonna be hating,
right?
You know what I mean? And that's something I noticed just coming to the shop. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm pretty sure you know that. Like, everybody ain't gonna appreciate BJ the barber,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm sure it's some folks that don't even know you,
of course,
but talking about, man, you go down there to that dude BJ. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just a matter of the energy you give. You know what I mean? I watch the kids in the shop running around. You know what I'm saying? That, like, they're just like you said, like a man of God. You know, I go to church and I'm always drawing little kids.
Right.
These little kids always coming in I'm gonna get my cut. They not want to talk to Mr. BJ. You know what I'm saying?
You see it.
Yeah. So you create a safe place. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
What it is. That's exactly what it is.
Especially at a barbershop where as men we don't always feel like we got a safe place.
Right.
You know what I mean? I done been that time and I see people in here that, I'm like, you bald headed, bro. What you doing up here? But he coming because he there for the conversation,
for the
safe place.
Right. And that's what I create, a safe place. Because I've been in a barbershop that's not a safe place. Right. I've been part of a barbershop atmosphere and added to that atmosphere that wasn't safe. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Been in that barbershop where, it's a hood shop. You feel me? So everything going in there other than haircuts. You selling dope out the shop. You doing this. You got a dice game going on in the back. You smoking weed in the barbershop. Got strippers in there on Wednesday. You feel me? Every Wednesday, strippers making their rounds. And it just was, it taught me how not to run a barbershop. Exactly. But it taught me a lot about myself too when you reflect back. You feel me? Like where I'm at now, how I run my shop is totally opposite. It's totally elevated from that hood barbershop. Right. I used to smoke weed and cut hair at the same time. You feel me, Coide? That's how the shop it was. Like while you would come in and you feel me, you be like, BJ, you want to smoke first or cut my hair first? You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the back. We can go and blow something. You feel me? Or if after a certain time, this was Fat Boys Barbershop. That was the name of the shop, Fat Boys Barbershop. I worked there from 02 to 05, or 03 to 05. And at a certain time, we used to close the blinds and blaze up. Blaze up. Yeah. You feel me? I be cutting your hair. You done hit the blunt. You done pad me. I done hit the blunt. The barber across the room and threw it to him. Yeah. He done picked it up off the floor. He done hit it. And that was the atmosphere. Guns all on the counters. You know what I'm saying? It was.
So what took you away from that? What was it, a moment where you was like, hey, this ain't what I want for mine?
Well, before then, warning come before destruction. Right. You feel me? Right. And the warnings always be coming from somebody that love you, whether it's your mama or your grandmother, your auntie. It's gonna always be, most of the time, a woman, especially dealing with us who was fatherless growing up, who don't have fathers. It's gonna always be wisdom. When I say wisdom, it's gonna be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I call her wisdom because that's what Proverbs call her.
That's true.
Proverbs always describe wisdom as, God described it as she. So it's always, my mama used to tell me, get from up there. You need to get from up there. Mm-hmm. You need to go do something different. You need to get your own barbershop. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you. Yeah. You know what what I'm saying? I used to be like, I'm fat boy for life because I'm a fat boy's barbershop. So I had a big old stomach. I got big, long hair, just thugging. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't take heed to that warning. So I ended up catching a murder charge up there. You feel me? In 2005, July 5th, 2005. You know what I'm saying? And that happened on the heels of my little brother rap career because he was a local rapper. And he was beefing. The rap beef went from the studio to the streets. And I'm a barber. I did my little hustling on the side or something like that there, yeah. But I'm a barber. My little brother deal with music. And my oldest brother, he a computer head. He a techie.
Okay. So the whole family is gifted.
Yeah, they do your own thing. God give you your gift. You feel me?
Right.
My oldest brother still he been dealing with computers like since he was. My oldest brother was a real techie before that even phrase was even created.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? He was the one that'll keep the Nintendo on. Playing Zelda, right? Yeah. He'll keep the Nintendo on pause early that morning and go to school with the game still on. You know what I'm saying? And put a towel or something over the game so my mama will come in and she won't see the game on.
You know what I'm
saying? So he been in cybersecurity for the last damn near 20 years. My youngest brother, he was in music, but he a basketball coach and a teacher at his high school alma mater right now. Me, I'm a barber. You know what I'm saying? But my mom was warning me, like, you need to get from up there. You need to get from up there. You need to get from up there. Too much going on up there. I know what y'all up there doing. Her not knowing, I don't got no guidance, mama. Yeah, man. I don't have no type of structure in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't got no organization. Moms will teach you one sort of organization, but you gotta have that as a man, as a young boy, he gotta have that organization from a man.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
I can't speak from everybody. I'm talking about just for me.
Yeah. But you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? It's a different level of respect coming from another man. Not that we don't respect our mothers.
Right.
But it's just a different level of respect when it comes from a solid man. Let's just put it like that. Right. It comes from a solid man.
Right. It's a different type of love.
That's it.
Right.
Different type of love.
This is what I believe. Even if a child, especially a young black boy, if he's fatherless, I ain't gonna say fatherless. I'm gonna give you this example. You have a mother that has a child, right? A little boy. And his daddy probably in another household, well, in another state, for example. You know what I'm saying? This hitting home right now. The mother can raise a boy from 0 to 10. That's mother's love. That's her pouring her mother's on him, nurturing him, nourishing him. You know what I'm saying? Them his baby years. But from 10 to 20, that little boy gonna go be with his daddy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because he gonna teach him how to piss.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? He gonna teach him, and I'm saying that figuratively. You feel me? Figure of speech. Yeah, he gonna teach him how to be a man from 10 to 20.
Right.
He finna because mama done poured all this love on him for 10 years.
Right.
Now the next 10 years, daddy gotta put that real hard knock life on him. Show him how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And whatever daddy's doing, he go latch on to that. So if daddy a mechanic, for them from 10 years old to 20 years old, he gonna be in a mechanic shop with his daddy.
Yeah.
If his daddy a barber, he gonna be at the shop with his daddy, being a barber. You understand what I'm saying? If his daddy, whatever his daddy doing for the next 10 years, that's where that manhood just go sculpt him. You understand
it's like a sponge. He's soaking it up.
Yeah. He have a stronger connection as a young boy, have a stronger connection to a man than he doing with his mama when it comes to manhood things, grown man things. You know what I'm saying? Things men do. You feel me? My mother was in real estate, right? She had rent houses. And she was flipping houses before flipping houses became a thing on HGTV, for example. And she would take us to cut grass every Saturday. I learned how to cut grass from my mom. You know what I'm saying? Yard work I learned from my mom. How to change a tire I learned from my mom. The little bit I know about a car, mechanic-wise, I learned from my mom. How to tie a tie, learned that from my mom and shit. You feel me?
Right.
But her teaching me the logistics of how to flip a house, it didn't stick to me. You feel me? Because she was up doing it herself, hanging wallpaper, redoing floors. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't stick. You understand? But if it was a man doing that, it probably would have stuck.
It would have been different.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like a different level of respect.
Different level of respect. Different level of connection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't had that. I ain't never been. It's like this right here for a fatherless child. I was a fatherless child. You hear me? I ain't never been whooped by no man. You hear me? Last time I was when I say whooped, I'm talking about a spanking, disciplined by a man, bro.
Right.
You feel me? In my household, I can see a coach. I've been disciplined by a coach before. Probably yelling at me on the basketball court, on the football field for messing up or something. But actually a father disciplining me, I ain't never had that until my daddy died when I was 6 years old, right? And I remember my last whooping from my daddy came Friday when I was about 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? So from 6 years old, I'm 46 now. So for 40 years, I ain't never been disciplined by no man. You heard me? So I'm learning as I go.
Right.
You feel me? Learning as I go. And so at the barbershop, my mother would always tell me this, tell me that. And before that incident happened, because my little brother was rap beefing, and so he come to me like, big brother, help, because we was taught, as my mother taught us, be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's keeper. You know what I'm saying? One fight, y'all all fight. You feel me? So Jamie came to the shop, my little brother. He came to the shop, and he came to the shop probably about 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Really just asking me for help. You feel me? The second time he come to the shop, the first time he come, brushing him off. Like, nigga, that's your beef. That's what you got going on. I'm a barber. I got my little jab going on. You jugging over there. You know what I'm saying? That's your beef. And you handle it. That's your life. But then he came again. I gotta interfere now. You feel me? So me being, I'm cool, calm, collect. You feel me? So make a long story short, because it's a long story, Coide. You feel me? 3 individuals end up coming to the shop with guns. You know what I'm saying? They had put a hit on me. They came up there, they took the hit, supposed to been coming to knock me off. I ended up killing one of them. Ended up shooting one at the barbershop. You feel me? I've been in the barbershop for a long time, bro. You feel me?
So that been your home away from home.
Yeah. That was my safe haven. You know what I'm saying? But that haven wasn't safe. You know what I'm saying? But it changed my life. You know what I mean? And so I shot a man. And so I was charged with 2nd-degree murder. You feel me? I actually shot 3 people that day. It was daytime. It was like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You feel me? And I shot 3 people. You feel me? I shot one intentionally. The other ones got hit by ricochet. Exit wounds and ricochet. So I was facing, when the smoke cleared, I was facing 2nd-degree murder, which carried life without the in Louisiana, 2nd-degree murder carried life without the possibility of parole. You feel me? So I'm 27 years old facing life. You feel me? And that's crazy. Like to be one. Look where I'm at right now.
But God, man.
Man, look where I'm at right now, bro.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me? I was facing life. You feel me? I'm supposed to be on the river right now. I'm supposed to be in Angola prison right now, Louisiana right now, bro.
Yeah.
But God had something different. You know what I'm saying? And so I end up getting found guilty of manslaughter, which carried 0 to 40, and they gave me 20. You know what I'm saying? And 20 with 85, I'm supposed to do 85% of 20, which is 17 years. But you get a year of good time on my aggravated charge. You get the option to earn and to knock off a year if you take the classes. You understand what I'm saying? That the prison offers. And so I did that. and they knocked off another year, so I did 16. 16 flat, and best thing ever happened to me.
So like, I guess my next question is, in that, what kind of brought you out of Louisiana? Was it just the fact that you wanted something different? Was it, what was it about Georgia? You know what I mean? Like,
Where my connection with Georgia come from? Oh, this deep right here.
okay.
Coide, shit get deep.
Yeah, that's all right, man. We got it. We got all the time now. We got it.
You heard me? Like, my mind frame is, and my mentality and my thinking goes just beyond physical. And sometimes it goes beyond spiritual. When you look back at your life.
Right.
But the foundation will always be spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? It go beyond flesh. You feel me?
Right.
And so my connection with Georgia is my Aunt Sherry.
Okay.
My Aunt Sherry is my mama's sister. They from Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana. They off Doris Street. Shout out to Motown, you know what I'm saying? Doris Street, Ratchet City, that's what they call Shreveport. And so my Aunt Sherry, she moved to Georgia, I think maybe in the 70s. You feel me? And she moved to Macon. And so that's my connection with Georgia. Okay. Macon, Georgia. And so growing up, my mother would travel back and forth from Louisiana. On vacation, we'd come to Macon, see my auntie and my cousin now. And so when I was like 17, my teenage years, I started rebelling, like being that rebellious child.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And that came from, like, sometimes parents don't understand why kids rebel. It don't be because they smelling themselves. The reason they call it, they smelling themselves. The reason why some, because all kids, when they hit their teenage years, all of them don't be cutting up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But some of them cut up, and the parents just say that, oh, he just growing up. He going through emotion. It's the reason why he doing that. And for me, it was, I ain't had no daddy. I didn't have my daddy. Not just no daddy, but I didn't have Percy or Johnson. You know what I'm saying? My daddy. You feel me? So I started rebelling. That's when depression started for me. Probably as a child, as 7 years old, 8 years old, because my daddy was gone. And wasn't no replacement to fill that void in my life.
Yeah.
You understand? You was raised with your dad?
Yeah, I was gonna touch on that. Yeah, like my dad was there, but he wasn't there, if that makes sense.
Right, it makes sense.
But what I think what I got out of that was I did have my granddad.
Right.
You know what I mean? He to this day, he passed away now, but he kind of kept me. He was always my grandmama was married, but my grandma didn't go to church.
Okay.
My safe place was just following granddaddy.
Okay.
I ain't know nothing about church, but I went to church because I want to ride with granddaddy.
Right.
Right.
That was the father figure.
That was the father figure. That was
the grandfather figure.
That was it. I don't want to jump into my story, but I remember riding. He had this little Buick. He used to piss in bottles all the time, throw them in the back seat, riding around smelling like straight piss all day, boy. Get to church with your little suit on, just smell piss in it. You know what I mean? Because he didn't believe in like... He didn't believe in like stopping to go to no bathroom. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, boy,
that was his thing.
You better put in that bottle back there. You know what I'm saying? So we get to church smelling like straight piss, man.
Individuality, crazy.
That's it.
That was him. That was his thing.
That's who he was. You know what I'm saying? Get to church, and even with him, like he was a stutter like hell, man. Couldn't even talk, but when you get to preaching, you wouldn't even know he stuttered.
The spirit that hit him.
The spirit just hit him. But for me was I grew up in a household. You know my cousin. I think Coide had a couple times too. Terrence, Locks. Thing about that was like we grew up in a household 4 boys.
Okay.
Me and my brother, my 2 cousins. Like you said, individuality. My brother is the middle one.
Okay.
The only one that went off, got married, did everything the right way.
Right.
Older cousin, got a younger cousin, 8 kids by 8 different women. Terrence, he got one woman. They ain't together, but they married. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm the one that's single, and we kind of all followed my granddad to church. You know what I mean? But we all had our own individuality. Cousin played drums.
Right.
Other cousin was messing around with everybody in church.
Oh,
you know
y'all
what I'm
took
saying?
something from it.
All of it took something from it. But we always wanted to be with granddaddy.
Right.
I didn't care if I went to church smelling like piss.
Right.
I wanted to be with granddaddy.
Pawpaw.
You know, Pawpaw.
Right.
You know what I mean? Big daddy.
Right. Big daddy.
But I say that to say, like, you know, every man gonna take something different. You know what I'm saying? I think for me, I always look at certain ways that you kind of that you as a man, you know, even though I had that father figure, I always took certain things from, you know, like the podcast. I got a lot of men that's on here that I value, I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for being the example. You know what I'm saying? Despite what you've been through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You still, you know, I think me and you relate because it's like, look, at the time, you know, I ain't know why these little young guys be, you know, following me, kicking with me.
Right.
But I think me and you relate on that level of I'm going to be what a man wasn't to me. I'm going to be to them what a man wasn't for me. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be the example. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to kick it with you. I'm going to cuss you out. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, slap you up.
Right.
But I'm going to show
play
you.
no games with you.
I ain't going to play no game with you. I'm still show you love. You know what I'm saying? Genuine love. And so I think that's what made me connect with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he a dope barber now. Don't get me wrong. Right. But it also created a safe place where young guys, like the young guys at the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like I met them the other day. They was over there eating when the men from my church came over. Ate.
Right.
And my pastor got a chance to talk to them. You know,
both of them was over there.
Both of them was over there eating at the little bar. And my pastor was a barber. That's all he did.
Oh, he used to be a barber.
Cut hair 14 years.
Okay.
Just this past year, he said God told him to give his shop up. He just was obedient, gave the shop up. He said he left everything there, signed it over to the guy, left clippers, everything. He said God told him to give it up.
Right.
He's like, to this day I don't understand it, but I know it's a bigger picture.
Yeah, you don't post.
You know what I mean? So when he met the guys at the shop, he was just like, hey man, like, you know, take all y'all can from BJ. You know what I'm saying? He said, take all y'all can, learn. He was like, y'all young. He said, the end goal, like, learn all you can. Start your own shop. You know what I'm saying?
It's a stepping stone.
It's a stepping stone.
And so I'm grooming them the way I was groomed.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my mama phrase.
That's it.
I talk a lot about my mama. I always refer back to her because I raised by my mama.
That's it. And I was raised by my grandma. Yeah. That's all I know. Like every story that we got to share.
Yeah.
Mama and grandma.
Even when I be talking about mama did it, mama. But that manhood came from hard times.
Yeah.
You feel me? Street, prison. Especially prison. That's where that manhood came in.
Yeah.
Right. That's where it came in.
And I think sometimes you gotta, like we always say, you gotta learn the hard way. You know what I mean? I think for just kind of share my little story. I think for me, I was never really the one that like got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I learned from watching my cousin them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get kicked out of school. You know what I'm saying? Granddaddy.
You took that. Oh, I ain't dealing with that. I ain't going through that.
Going upside your head at the school building.
Right.
I ain't
trying to go through all that.
They was already talking about a piece of granddaddy. That was an embarrassment for me. But
Make the time easy.
Shoot, I learned my lesson from that.
Right.
But I think one of my big moments was my auntie who lived with us at the time, my cousin and them mom. So I kind of look back at that now and I see why they so wild, because they lost their mom at a young age. She was killed by her boyfriend. Okay. So I learned a lot from that. And I was real, like I was close to my auntie than I was my own mama. You know what I mean? So that, I never forget this, and I'm trying not to make it be about me, you know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
But I never will forget, she had went missing for like a couple of days. Everybody was at the house, you know what I'm saying? And you know.
You talking about moms or your auntie?
My auntie, yeah. So I remember I had, you know, another thing, like my granddad, again, he had Parkinson's, so he stopped. He was unable to go to church a lot. You know what I'm saying? Church was kind of like my safe place.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to connect with you. It's almost like for me, I was able to create a vision of a family for myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
got
Right.
pastor like a dad, you
Right.
know, pastor wife like a mom,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Got little brothers that ain't in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's like prison, boy.
and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times you have to, like, certain things have to happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? In order to bring it out you, like for you, would you be where you are today if it weren't for prison? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
Would you even be cutting hair?
That's part of my testimony.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's a big part of my testimony. I wouldn't be sitting right here at this podcast with you right now, Coide, if I ain't go to prison.
Yeah.
You hear me? I wouldn't be cutting your hair right now.
Yeah.
You hear me? If I wouldn't go to prison.
Yeah. You know everything happened for a reason,
like,
man.
Everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for God's reason, bro. Like, if my daddy wouldn't have never, it get deeper than that.
Yeah. If your dad was there,
if my dad would have never passed, in 1984, I'm 6 years old. I would have never been depressed. I would have never been a rebellious child, right?
Right.
And since my dad had died, and since I was rebelling and was going through type of mental anguish because I didn't have no father, my auntie that moved to Georgia in the 70s, since I was a rebellious teen, my mother said that you got to get out of here. You're getting out of my house. Because you finna graduate high school, you're not going to jail and you finna end up dead on my time. So she moved me to Georgia, my junior and senior year. So I went to this, she found a boarding school in Forsyth, Georgia, out here by Macon.
Okay.
And it was a boarding school called EP001 Academy. Only reason she got me in Georgia at this boarding school, because she could have sent me anywhere around the states for a boarding school. Because she actually had sent my oldest brother to Texas. But it didn't work out right for him. And so she sent me to Georgia to this school called EP001 Academy. And it was an all-black international boarding school. You feel me? And I went to this school right here. And so in 96, 97, I'm going to this school. And while I'm at this school, I meet a teacher. You feel me? All this is part of it. It's a teacher started working now, a younger teacher. I'm 17, 18. She 25, 26, or 24, 25. She like 6 or 7 years older than me. You feel me? And we started dealing with each other. You feel me? Connection with Georgia, right? So we deal with each other until I graduate high school. So we was in a relationship until I was graduated high school. So once I graduated high school, I moved back to Louisiana, right? Didn't want to move back to Louisiana because I was flourishing up here. I was elevating out here. You know what I'm saying? It was all on me because my mother was like this right here. Okay, I can't teach you how to be no man, son. I'm finna move you out here to Georgia. It's on you to get up and go to school in the morning. I ain't finna wake you up.
Yeah.
The boarding school closed down, so now I'm going to school in North Atlanta. And when I'm going to school in North Atlanta, it's a public school. So it's on me to wake up every morning. Right. She ain't calling. It's on me to get this. So I graduated just by, got me a little job. It's all on me, so I'm manning up. And so she moved me back to Shreveport. When she moved me back to Shreveport, I slowly but surely got back into the bullshit, got back into the streets. You know and she ain't raised us in the streets. It was just something about, I was always big on family, but I ain't really have, my mother kept a close-knit family, her and her 3 boys. Her and her 3 boys. She was a real mama bear. You know what I'm saying? But we weren't raised around all the cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Around all that. We weren't raised all the uncles. I ain't had no uncles growing up. You know what I'm saying? I got uncles, but that's just by blood.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't had no uncle to discipline me. I ain't had no uncle say, come here, boy, y'all come on with me, nephew.
Yeah.
You hear me? I ain't never had that. You know what I'm saying? I met my uncles. I connected with my uncles when I was in prison. You understand what I'm saying? Perfect strangers.
Yeah.
You feel me? That said, boy, come here. Do this, do that. Go there, go where I told you, do what I showed you. You feel me? All right, show me love. When I'm fucking up, come here, boy. You're fucking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you on that phone fussing with that girl. You can't run no girl in here. You gonna run her off. That's what you gonna do. You feel me? Come here, boy. Come read this Bible. Come to church with me. You feel me? Like, shout out to Renardo Quinn. You know what I'm saying? Naughty. You feel me? From New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Ricky Bell. You feel me? Big Rick. Bruiser Bob. You know what I'm saying? These was real uncles. They really took me under their arm, was like, boy, do this. You feel me? Do this, do that. Show love. You feel me? But I ain't never had that as real uncles. I ain't never seen no uncle in my life. You feel me? Father figures. You know, much respect to them, bro. And that's what type of man you come around. I had the choice to either involve myself with these type of men, and these treacherous men back in their day, in their 20s, they was treacherous. These men got years. Ricky Bell, he did 32 years, man. You feel me? Bruiser Ball, these men was in Angola. They did time. You know what I'm saying? But they had that, they grew up. So they had that structure, and they gave me that structure. Each one teach one. You feel me? So when the school closed down, well, once I graduated high school, to get back to that, once I graduated high school, I moved back to Louisiana, and I got right back eventually into the swing of things and stuff. So I'm in and out the parish jail. I try to get married. You feel me? The marriage was supposed to have been for me to just slow down or something. You know what I'm saying? That's another story. And I end up catching a murder charge. And before that even happened, Mama always warned me. Growing up, my mother used to punish us by making us read the Bible. That's crazy. That was punishment.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
So that, if anything, your mind subconsciously, you thinking like that's a punishment to be.
But listen to that. That's punishment. Yeah. Boy, go read the Bible. Go read the Bible. Go read Proverbs.
Yeah.
All she had was the King James version. You know what I'm saying? So we 12 years old, 13 years old, reading thou shalt and
right.
Go hitheth and witheth.
Right.
Go
right.
thereth.
Right.
Man, I don't understand this.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Can't even understand it. But let's abide by what it's telling you to do. You know what I mean?
Not knowing that the understanding not coming because you ain't understanding really what it's saying. Is the understanding is not there because you misunderstand it because you ain't got the spirit in you.
That's it.
You feel me?
Man,
because if the spirit was in you at 12 years old, you're going to ask Mama, what this mean?
Yeah.
Or isn't you got another Bible that Mama, I don't understand this, explain this to me. But the spirit ain't in you. So the spirit ain't in you, you don't care about what you don't understand.
Right.
You just go sit there for an hour, you know what I'm saying? And go on, get it over with, go back to video games.
You understand it by your own interpretation. You know, my granddad used to always, my granddad was a preacher, he used to always say, you know, he didn't use it as a punishment, but he was like, go read the Bible. And I come back and be like, Granddad, what did it mean?
Right.
You'll find out.
But you asked the question.
You'll find out.
We ain't asked the question. Okay. So you had the spirit in you then.
Yeah.
Because you asking. You inquisitive about it. Yeah. Granddaddy, what this mean? We ain't asked Mama what that mean. Right. We hope Mama sleep within this hour that I'm reading the Bible.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So when I went to jail, when I went to prison, I went to jail and prison, two different things. When I went to jail, in the parish jail, that's when I gave myself to God and just surrendered. I'm like, God, I can't do this. You got me doing life. You feel me? Man, help me. I give everything to you. Help me with the lust of drugs, because I used to smoke weed. I used to pop X pills. Give me with this lust of the flesh, because I used to chase women. Help me, Heavenly Father. I'm facing life. You feel me? So about the first week I'm in jail, they got me cleaning out the cell. So I'm like on work duty. And so I'm sweeping out a cell, empty cell, getting it ready for somebody to come in. I found a little pocket Bible in jail. They give you these little brown pocket Bibles. It's like it's a small Bible with just the new Testament. You feel me? The Gospels. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I kept that Bible. I still got that Bible. You feel me? And so that was my first Bible. I was able to, before I was able to understand it. You know, once you got that spirit in you, you can understand what you read now.
Right.
You feel me? So once I gave myself to Christ and he started to shine on me, wake me up, and lead me and guide me because I didn't surrender to him, I'm understanding the word now. I'm understanding the scripture now. You feel me? So now, since I'm understanding the scriptures, because prior to you understanding scripture, you misunderstanding it. At 14 years old, I don't understand it. So it's just like me looking at Chinese writing or Spanish or Russian. I don't understand this. But now, since I got the word of God in me, check this out. I'm able to talk to my mama now. I can understand what she means now. Now we can have a conversation about the word of God now. You feel me? Now we reciprocating the spirit now. You know what I'm saying?
Brought a whole nother bond.
Whole nother bond, a whole nother level, a whole nother perspective that we joining in on, building on. Now we making a whole nother type of love now.
Right.
You feel me? Damn, that love, that took me all somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, that hello love, man.
Hello love.
Look, that's it.
Picture this. I wasn't raised in a affectionate household, right? Like I wasn't raised with my mama saying, boy, I love you. Never heard my mama tell me that. Or my brothers that. The way I see my woman hug on her child, love on her son.
Yeah.
The way I see parents, especially women, hug on their sons. I'm a barber, so I see that all day.
Yeah.
I ain't never had that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't remember standing between my mama's legs and she just holding me like this right here.
Right.
You feel me? I don't remember none of that. Mom was a tough lover. You feel me? She loved it, but she loved us in her way. We ain't never want for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But she never kissed on us, loved on us in that level. You feel me? I never heard, I love you, boy. Come here, Brian, boy, I love you. You feel me? That shit traumatizing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's part of my trauma. You know what I'm saying? And it affect you in ways that you are not prepared for, especially like in relationships. You know what I'm saying? So my first time ever telling my mom I loved her, and she telling me that back, was when I was in jail. When I'm facing life. You feel me? It took for me to kill a man
to get that
out of her, for her to get that out of me. Like my first time telling my brother I love him was when I was ducked off in a hotel on the run. You feel me? Yeah, that was my first time telling my mom I love her. And from then on, I think I created that type of bond in my family. You hear me? Because I don't know if my brothers, as grown men, was telling my mama, I love you, mama. I ain't never heard them say that. I ain't never heard her say that. But I know at 27 years old, facing life in jail, I done gave my life to God. I'm telling my brothers and my mother, I love y'all. I love y'all. And it's crazy because in prison, you hear men expressing that to each other. You hear me? I ain't talking about on no homosexuality level. Yeah, I'm talking about really telling each other, I love you, bro. I love you too, boy. Oh, BJ, boy, I love you. Be safe, boy. I love you too. You feel me? I see that a lot, heard that a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's crazy how deep that go, bro. When I just thinking about being in visitation with my mama, speaking to her through a glass for 3 years. I ain't touched my mama for 3 years, fool. I ain't touched my brother for 3 years. Touched my kids for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
So that's almost like that was your only way of showing affection was by saying I love you.
Right.
Because you know you wasn't it was gonna be a minute.
It wasn't gonna be a hug.
It was gonna be a hug, right?
It wasn't gonna be no hug and nothing, or over the phone or through letters or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I leaned on God a lot in that jailhouse, just before prison. You feel me? I used to read that little Bible, bro. That was my little weapon. Little pocket Bible.
Yeah.
My little weapon.
Yeah.
Had so much blue ink in it because I'm highlighting. Studying and highlighting, studying and highlighting. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm all in a dog with it. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Went to trial. Trial was crazy. Trial was in November 2007. And so during trial was 3 days. And in the cell at the courthouse, I'm walking around singing. I wasn't raised in no church. I don't know no church songs. I know like Amazing Grace. You know what I'm saying? But who don't know Amazing Grace? I ain't know that from, oh yeah, I know one church song, because we was in church when we was younger, but my mother took us out of church. You know what I'm saying? I got a long story, boy. She took us out of church. She started churching us at home when she needed to, but she really didn't church us at home. But I saw in the Bible, in the Old Testament, they had a story of victory. And the victory was a band of men walking around, marching around a city. The city had walls around it, right? And God told them to get like a trumpet, blow a certain amount of time, get some type of pitcher, you know what I'm saying, that you drink out of, do something with that, and march around this like it was a compound or something, march around it, the walls go fall. It was a story that's in the old Bible. I'm paraphrasing right now. And he said, sing this, chant this while y'all walking around it 7 times. Not 6 times, not 8 times, but 7 times. And I got out of that story, you got to follow instructions. God gave them certain instructions for victory. You understand what I'm saying? March 7 times around it. Get this many men. Get 19 men. Don't get 20 men. Don't get 18 men. Get 19 men.
That's it, yeah.
You understand?
Get
this certain type of picture.
Power in obedience.
In obedience.
You know what I mean? Me? And when you not obedient, you get results from
you're
being
a victim.
Yeah,
you're not a victor. You're a victim.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I'm marching around this cell because I was in segregation, right? So I'm in a cell by myself. And so I'm marching around this cell singing either Amazing Grace or Thank You, Lord. Thank you. That's all I know.
Yeah.
These are the only gospel songs I know. That guy from jail. I'm marching around it and stuff. You feel me? And I just know I'm finna come home. I know I'm finna come home. I know I'm finna beat this charge. Self-defense. They said guilty. Judge said guilty. I felt defeated. That was the worst feeling of my life. You know what I'm saying? Guilty. And so I feel like God let me down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was messed up with God. Yeah, I was mad at him. God, you told me to do this, I did it. You told me to do that. I was obedient. You heard me? But me not seeing the future, not seeing the vision. And so I got found guilty of manslaughter. They gave me 20 years. To the average mind man, they might be thinking like, damn, 20 years is a long time. To the average minded man, 5 years is a long time. 2 years is a long time. Me not knowing that God is finna put this pressure on me. After the pressure, he gonna put that. The 3 years was the pressure. It's just like putting a diamond together.
Yeah.
You got to put pressure on the diamond, and then you got to put it through some fire for it to actually have that shine. You understand what I'm saying? So the pressure was the 3 years in the parish jail. the flame came when I got sent to prison. You feel me? So I was in the parish from '05 to '08, the 3 years. From '08 all the way to 2021, that was the flame. He was preparing me. But I had to be able to receive that. You know what I'm saying? The lessons that prison teach you. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that he was preparing me, but then I realized, okay, God preparing me. I'm not in here for life, so I got to get myself ready.
Right.
You feel me? So, lost my mama in there. And so when I came, connection with Georgia, in 2014, when I was in prison, we playing with cell phones. I kept a cell phone. I'm on Facebook one day, and I look up my ex-wife number, and I look up her name on Facebook, and we end up reconnecting. You feel me? And so we get into a jailhouse relationship, which is her being a free woman, me being an inmate, and we get into a relationship with each other. You know? And she come to visit me twice a month. Then I end up coming home in 2021, and we end up getting married. And I moved to Georgia. That's how I got here. Mm. And me being gone so long, I wasn't ready for no relationship. I did 16 years. Mm. Came home September 2021, was married November 2021. So that's how I end up in Georgia. Okay. That's how I end up at the shop. You know, like without her, I wouldn't be in a position I'm in now either, because she part of the
story.
Yeah.
Part of the story.
Yeah. So part of the story.
I guess I want to close with this. We talking about this Hello Love podcast. You talk about marriage. I come to the shop a lot. You know what I'm saying? I see a young lady in there all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about love for BJ. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like how did this take place? Like how did this happen? Because I know there's a lot of brothers out here, man, that passionate about relationships, love, you know, black love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And even for, especially with you not necessarily having that love.
Right.
Again, like, you know, even for me, just putting that trust in a black woman.
Right.
After what we done experienced. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how is that something that?
How did that come about? The shop. Like
shop.
The barbershop. See that barbershop go.
See that goes again to about that obedience thing.
Right.
Look at what your obedience has gotten you.
Obedience.
You on a podcast.
Right. Whoever
being able to change these younger guys' lives.
Whoever thought that I would be on? I would never thought that I would. 5 years ago, I never thought that I'd be a barbershop owner, sitting on a podcast. You feel me? In 2025.
Right.
You feel me? 5 years ago was 2020. Mm-hmm. It was count time. It was child call. You know, with a beautiful black woman. You feel me? Sitting here recording me right now.
Right. You
feel me? Like the shop though.
And again, I go back to that obedience, man. Like that obedience has gotten you to where you are right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even you being obedient, just even you not beating the case and not getting out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like God had a story in there.
I got you.
If you had got out at that moment, would you be here?
No, I wouldn't be here.
You know?
Like I wouldn't be here. God, like I'm not through with you.
Yeah.
I got a plan for you. And the plan I got for you, the mission I got for you, the purpose I got for you is not within these walls. It's on the outside out here. You gotta enlarge his kingdom. You understand what I'm saying? Right. You got some lives to save.
That's it.
You feel me? You got some lives to save. So that's why the barbershop is the way it is. The whole vibe of the shop. The kingdom. It's a safe haven, especially for them black boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a tattoo bar. I got a tattoo shop. I don't have a tattoo shop. But shout out to Case, you know. Case is my tattoo artist. You know, he got a shop he got a spot in the shop. We do tattoos too in there. And Case is one of the rawest barbers in Georgia, you know. Shout out to Case. I see you, boy. We miss you at the shop, man. Come on back. I know you out doing your thing with your YouTube and stuff, but come on back to the shop, man. People looking for you. But Case, I always go to this. I meet Case like this here because Case is a important piece on how I met my woman.
Okay.
You feel me? My black love.
Okay.
You feel me? And the love is
shout out to Black Love, man.
Yeah,
right.
Shout out to Black too, because Black is black. You feel me? And she's love. You feel me? I work out at Planet Fitness, and right next to Planet Fitness, they got a smoothie shop. You feel me? My Lifestyle Smoothie. Shout out to My Lifestyle Smoothie. Y'all know what it is. Twin Dragon. Yeah. You feel me? You know, 40 grams of protein extra. Throw that in there. So when I buy my smoothie at the smoothie shop, they got like buku like black business cards and flyers and you know, like in this little section. And so I was already looking for a tattoo artist to be in the shop. At this time, I'm in the shop all by myself because my business partner had a stroke. You know, shout out to Keith Miller. You know, so I'm in the shop by myself, all by myself. All that's part of that process, bro.
Yeah, that building.
You hear me?
That
like, man, when that man had that stroke, man, I'm like, bro, what am I gonna do now?
Right.
I'm fresh out of prison, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I've never ran no business before in my life. I can't do this. Not knowing God, like, yeah, you go do this. You go do this. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm in here by myself like for a whole year. And so while I'm at the smoothie shop, I find a business card that say tattoos. I call it. I text it. Bro, you need a spot? He hit back. You know what I'm saying? We've been like this ever since. It's been a year and some change. Damn near 2 years, Case been in that doing tattoos. And I've been watching his growth. That shop has blessed him. Yeah. And that shop was really just, the growth comes from speaking things into existence. Yeah. That faith. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so Case, the tattoo art, my tattoos is at Publix. You know what I'm saying? Probably getting a sub or something. And he run across Tanya, my black love. You feel me? Shout out to LaTanya Sykes, you heard me? Dr. Sykes, Nurse Sykes.
Yeah. Shout out to her. She over here doing
media
for us in the background, you know.
Yeah, she getting her production on.
We might have her being a photographer or something. You know?
Yeah.
Got a new trade.
And so Case see her. It gotta be the summertime. Cause she got her skin out. You know what I'm saying? So she see tattoos on her. Okay. And so as a tattoo artist, when they see people with tattoos, they kind of campaign as advertising and stuff. So they approach and market themselves. Just like I do with people with hair. You know what I'm saying? With haircuts. And so he see Tanya, you know. And I've only gotten Case's perspective on this and stuff. You feel me? So Case said he approached Tanya, asked her about her tattoos. You know okay. She got her son with her. You know, Dunk. I see you, Dunk. Yeah. And so he tell her what my tattoo shop is. It's a barbershop. That's what my shop is. And the barber is nice. You should bring your son over. Okay. You know and so that's how we met. She brought her son to the barbershop.
I love it, man. Black love it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
man.
It is, bro.
We gonna have to chop this up again.
Yeah, we gotta do a continuation.
We gotta do a part two, man.
Cause it's crazy.
I know you ain't even.
No, like
you just scratching the surface.
I'm just really just sticking and moving.
You just scratching the surface of it, man. Right. You know what I mean? I could tell. You know, like you don't even want to.
No, bro. We
definitely gotta have a part two, man.
Yeah, we
gotta have
a
part two.
We gonna have one.
But we're gonna have you talk to your camera right here. We wanted you to let the people know how they can get in touch with BJ. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole platform is for my guests.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you cutting hair, you selling clothes, you doing beard trims, you know, he came to start washing your hair and everything, man. So like, best experience I ever had. But tell them how they can get in touch with you, man. You know.
This is how you get in touch with BJ the Barber. I'm located Well, first you can go on my Instagram page, which is Chopping Blades. Chopping is CHOPPIN. Blades is BLADEZ 78. Um, all the information is in my bio. You can Google King of Kutz Barbershop. We located in Conyers, 1910 Highway 20, Suite 210 in Rockdale Square. I let a lot of people know how you find us is we behind the Miller Mushroom or the Dunkin' Donuts or the only Waffle House that's in that area, right there by the new Quick Trip. Yeah, we do it all in there. We got 3 barbers, we got a tattoo artist, we got a loctician. Shout out to CJ, Will Slice, tattoo. Can't think of Casey's Instagram. Got missed. We got Sherry. Miss Sherry do the locks. We got clothes in. We got shoes. It's a place it's a safe haven. It's a vibe. Like you come in, you don't want to leave. I appreciate if y'all pull up and just come support. I've never seen black unity like I see in Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta Metro. So it's just a lot of love being poured and showed to you when you come into the King of Kutz. It's not a haircut, it's an experience. And yeah, y'all come through, y'all pull up. It's been a pleasure being here.
Yes, sir,
really
man.
Appreciate this, bro.
I appreciate you.
You feel me? Really appreciate this, bro. You feel me?
Ross.
Being creative, like you see all the stuff you have in there, you could like be creative.